Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Yeah, I'm back at it again. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk, Thinking Right, in my living room, where I do what I do for you. Tonight, I got a good lesson for you. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I always tell you that. But this one's gonna be pretty good. Hope you enjoy it. Again, let's get this thing started because Wrightism, 25 rules to live by, storytelling, story with a message, message in the story for life. These are life lessons. I hope you're understanding them and using them. That's what I'm giving to you for to use. Right Thinker's mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily. Mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. I try to put the message, our emphasis on mental and spiritual. I hope you got that. Some of y'all do, some of y'all don't. I just throw them out there to see who's sharp. Spiritual and mental discipline daily. The question is, know thyself. I read my mission statement because I'm on a mission. This is the question. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I can teach them. Tune in. That's why I do what I do. It's for you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I can awaken them with spiritual knowledge. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. That's what I do. Wake you up. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to Mayat be true. That's like saying amen after the prayer. I'll say amen after my questioning because I respect her that much. You should too. But another thing. Let's deal with this lesson here today. Right thinkers, let's talk about why you right thinkers are spiritually and mentally stronger people. Mm-hmm. Spiritual discipline and mental discipline makes you spiritually, mentally tougher, stronger. You'll appreciate this later. Let's go. Mental discipline and spiritual discipline gives you what? The mental strength to what? Defeat set, aka who? Your ego. The first lesson in knowing thyself is you have to conquer and defeat your ego, which we know to be set from ancient times. Modern times, y'all call him Satan, the devil. It's still you. At least the ancients took responsibility for that. They didn't blame it on somebody else. They gave it to you. Yeah, if you don't control it, it'll control you. It'll even kill you. Killed his brother. Let's talk about this. Let me get back to the lesson. I'm going off track. I'm trying to teach. Let's stay over here. All right, let's go. Spiritual discipline is having the inner willpower to do or not do whatever the situation is, right or wrong. You're going to do what's right. Spiritual discipline, you hold yourself accountable to do what's right all the time. When nobody's looking, when nobody's around, when nobody know. You always know. That's the concept. So you hold yourself accountable to a higher standard. That's all of doing the right thing. In front of people or not in front of people. You're doing it for the spiritual purpose. All right. Knowing right from wrong, we always raised that way, is easy. But when you implement mental discipline, that will get you to do what is right. It takes thought power. It takes mental willpower and discipline to hold yourself accountable to do what it is you're supposed to do. Right thinking philosophy, watch this, holds you accountable for what? Your actions. Be they right or wrong, you have to own it. I ain't going in. Spiritual discipline is answer to higher power, God. So you do the right thing all the time. Next one is knowledge of self. is power, both spiritually and mentally. They go together like the hand and glove, yin and yang, okay? Spirituality and mentality goes together, will sharpen your reality. We have perception. If you are spiritually ignorant or you are mentally not up to par, you're gonna have a bad perception. You're gonna see things a lot wrong, and you ain't gonna be able to handle the situation. Your reality is gonna be a little foggy. I'm just saying. Watch this. Now, I know the things that I learned. Why? I have to use my intellect, aka to put them to use for me to get the benefits of learning what I learned. If I learn it and don't use it, what's the good of learning it? Education in life is supposed to prepare you for life. A lot of stuff that we learned in school didn't prepare us for life. A lot of it did because that's the purpose. We can't get it all. I can't give you everything at one time. You got to progressively move along and gain as you go. But it's something you have to bring to the table, your mentality and your spirituality. When you know yourself, it's all mental. That's power. That's you knowing what you know. That's mental. That's right thinking. Ignorance is a form of what? Mental illness. Lack of self-knowledge is a detriment. It's not a good thing. You become self-esteem drops, you become depressed, sometimes you become violent or you become addicted to something that you feel comfortable doing because you're reaching out and don't know how to help yourself. So you're good for AIDS. You do for, get addicted to certain things and certain things that don't help you out, that ain't good for you. That's why spiritual and mental knowledge is important. It keeps you in the fight. My spiritual and mental knowledge makes me impossible to what? Trick, fool, or fall victim to ignorant concepts that once I'm spiritually and mentally enlightened, I know better so I can do better. You can't do something you don't know. A lot of us do things out of ignorance. That's never good. All right, where we at? Okay, now here you go. Right thinking philosophy will arm you with what? Spiritual and mental knowledge that makes you a force to be reckoned with. When you master right thinking philosophy, you will have reached the highest level of spiritual enlightenment, the spiritual level, the seventh round on the chakras, okay, the Kundalini concept. When you reach the seventh round of crowning, when you have reached the highest level, that's spiritually enlightened. That's what you need to do to be your best self. With self-knowledge, you now become powerful. My people will be destroyed through what? Lack of knowledge. My people will take control with what? With knowledge of self. There you go. I'll make your spiritual and mentally, I'll make you spiritually and mentally sharp. What? I'll have you thinking, and that will make you what? A force of your own. Why? When you are your best self, nobody can do anything to you. You become God's property. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So the haters and the disbelievers, don't worry about them. We got somebody to take care of that. That ain't your job. You just keep serving God, doing what you do. Alright? Where we at? I walk proud. Why? Because of my spiritual and mental awareness. That's right thinking philosophy. And I wear it well. And I walk with pride, knowing who I am and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. My spiritual and mental knowledge is my suit of armor. I'll wear it again, proud. Okay? Every day. Don't take it off except to go to bed. The Superman sleep in his cape. He already got pajamas on anyway in his underwear. So I wonder if he sleep with the cape. Alright, but conceptually, I don't take off this. I'm this all the time. Next one. Spiritual knowledge gives you what? Spiritual strength. God wants you to be strong in his name. You can't represent God being weak. You can't represent God being ignorant. Spiritual strength is what? Knowing God who for yourself, not believing in him. The believers will say, well, I believe that God will forgive me. I can do this and God forgive me. Noah's no better than that. If you're spiritually weak, your belief and faith is weak, where you're just a believer and you're hoping that what you believe in pans out for you. Not always a good thing. Like Stevie said, if you believe in things you don't understand, oh, you're going to suffer. Why? Being ignorant or believing superstitions is not the way. Same thing. Believers, watch this, just believe in God. Oh, I believe in God. Yeah, God gonna take care of me. Oh, God. Okay, for the sake of believing. But they don't know God. Why? They didn't put their mental and spiritual ability to work to find out. They just took somebody's word for it and said, well, I believe. I need to know. Okay? Where we at now? My faith in God is based on my spiritual knowledge of him, not my belief in him. You can tell me all about your God, of your understanding. If your faith or your concept is not well grounded and founded, I really don't care about the God that you profess. Not a bit. You can have this, fine, as I say, of your understanding. You may not subscribe to my understanding of what I believe to be God, so we don't have a problem with that. You have yours, I have mine. It's okay. We can always agree to disagree. I don't subscribe to that, but I don't have a problem agreeing to disagree because I'm not changing my philosophical points of view. Obviously, you're not going to change yours, so we can agree to disagree. That's fine. Because we disagree don't mean you got to be enemies or nonsense. Last one, let me wrap this up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Mentality plus spirituality equals reality. I had to get that one in. That's what right thinking philosophy will do for you. Keep you real. P-Funk, pure real. Goes full circle. It always comes back to real. Mentality. Mentality is thinking, learning, understanding, and applying what you think and what you learn to prove it to be true. You make it happen and you implement it. You apply it. See if it works. Right thinkers are mentally strong from studying and learning. And the bottom line is when you live it, now you got it. I study, I learn, I comprehend, but until I put it to use, it's all just that. Something you know. When you live it, poke your chest out, feel better about yourself. And spirituality is what? Having knowledge of who? God. More important, again, living Mayat, aka right thinking philosophy. Having the knowledge means you should worship and praise him and do good deeds because now you know. You ain't believing, you know. So the onus goes back to you doing what you supposed to do. We are all spiritual beings, excuse me, having a human experience. I keep telling you that. Mentally, we need to know thyself. That's the side. That's the caveat to finding out who you are. It's a mental thing. The spirit is willing. The mind got to catch up. That's why you get education. That's why you need knowledge. Knowledge comes from up here. That's why you got to think right. Last one. Spirit is the heart. That's where God dwells. Mental is the mind. That's you having free will to make a choice, to make a decision. But guess what? Put them together and you become a right thinker. Welcome to the club. I appreciate you tuning in. I'll be back. You know I got some more for you.